Hey everybody, it's the Shark Scrapper. Okay, well I got all the light pole stuff back home. I started cutting stuff up, and more importantly, I got inside these light fixtures to figure out what was so heavy. Come on, let's dive in and find out. This is a public safety announcement. A shark feeding frenzy has been spotted on YouTube. For your own safety, we recommend that you subscribe to this channel, like this video, and ring the bell with the all indicator so that you don't miss a single future feeding frenzy. And by all means, tell your friends so that they can enjoy the show as well. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Alright everybody, well, just a quick recap. I went by a construction site that I visited, and the manager was very nice and gave me these 5 commercial grade parking lot light poles that they had damaged and were not going to reuse in another site. My next issue was I had to cut them up to fit into the truck, and as I was cutting them up, I noticed that the light fixture part at the top was very heavy. So we had to figure out what was making those things so heavy. Now part 1 was all shot on site where I was just cutting things up to 6-foot lengths or shorter to fit into the truck. And then when we got back to the ranch, we tried to figure out how to get inside that light pole lamp fixture. Okay, well these things turned out to be a lot more work than they need to be. So, here's why. These Allen nuts right in here, and it's these here that are the real problem. There's 2 on each quadrant, so there's a total of 8. And they absolutely have to come out. Now, there's some other ones in here. There's up here, all right? But those are not as huge a problem. And then these Phillips heads here and here, those came off pretty easy. So here you have the light fixture, all right? Now, when you break down the light fixture, what you end up with is... All right, hold up, not so fast. Let's take a look at what the actual fixture looks like before we break it up into all the little piece parts. Okay, so here's what's inside of those lamp post fixtures, or the top part that was so heavy. Those of you that have been around this, you guessed it right, it was a big old transformer down inside there. Big old transformer. There's a couple of caps here. So a couple of caps, transformer, the socket. So this is non-magnetic here, and it does not cut very easy. So I'll put a grinder on it, see if that's stainless. This one just happened to bust open when I dropped it. So it's letting us see everything that's inside of it, which is, you know, kind of cool. This plate right here is non-magnetic, so, you know, aluminum or zinc. Of course, the transformer. And then, unfortunately, I've been checking these as I've been going along, and so far, they've all been aluminum. Yeah, that's nice, bright white. Let's see what the other side looks like. Yeah, it's also nice and white, so yeah. So these are all stainless. Aluminum. Okay, now let's go back and see how these piece parts all, you know, what they look like when they're all spread out. A huge transformer, which is unfortunately aluminum. There's the bulb fixture, some caps, some ferrous brackets, aluminum or zinc plate. All right, so you got this is down inside of here. So once you take off this plate, you can get this out. There's a whole bunch of insulated copper wire down inside there. But part of the wire, unfortunately, is threaded between this inner tube and this outer shell. So that's why you have to try to take them apart, right? So here's this piece is, looks like this, right? And the problem is with these Allen nuts being froze in there, what I had to do was cut the thing apart. And that's not as easy as it looks because it's an odd shape. It's too big for my vise and it's an odd kind of shape. So it was just a real pain to cut that thing to break it apart. And the Allen nuts go to recessed pockets for the edge. So here you can see this one has been cut, kind of broken up, but you see the edge of it is a little bit pointed and it fits down into a recessed pocket there. So makes it much more difficult than it needs to be. Now the hardware is all stainless, all right, so the Allen thread and these screws are stainless, all right, so it's not, if I took it to the yard, it might get past them when they look at it because there'll be no magnet response, and it's non-magnetic or very weakly magnetic, so they may not even notice it unless they're looking real careful. Good cast aluminum here, and lots of it. The issue becomes, how much do I want to mess with these? My plan right now is I'm going to start hitting the threads with the Tiger here. I'm going to start hitting the threads with this stuff, this blaster, and see if that'll help to get it to break free a little better. It did work on some of them, not on others. So what I'm going to do is hit them all, let them set overnight, hit them again tomorrow, let them sit for a little bit, see if that does anything. Multiple applications. Oops, sorry, was reaching around. Okay, so anyway, I really want to try to be able to get these as clean as I can, but man, trying to cut this thing off in order to get this piece out is proving difficult. So we'll see how the next one goes, but that first one that I attacked was just not any fun. All right, y'all. Still, this has been a lot of fun. And I got quite a bit of aluminum out of it. It's a shame the prices suck right now, but yeah, what are you gonna do? So anyway, alrighty. Oh, hey, I just remembered before we get into what I got paid for all the aluminum, I wanted to go back and address the question of the light bulbs. I did a little more research and some of you provided me some feedback. Thank you very much. Turns out these are Sylvania Metal Arc 250 watt M250 slant U metal halide light bulbs. They do contain mercury, so I'm not going to throw them in the trash. I still have them, all of them. They sell new, so they're still available on the new market, $18 to $27. I do not know what condition these are in. The manager, he didn't tell me if they were working, if they were functional or non-functional. So I'm very uncomfortable trying to sell these, although I might put them up on eBay as a lot. Unknown condition, buy as is. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if there's any listings on eBay for these light bulbs. But given that they're still available from other commercial sources, brand new, I'm not sure why anybody would be interested in buying, a questionable lot of these lights. So thank you everybody for your comments. Please do not worry. These are not going to go in the trash. Even if I don't sell them, they will be recycled properly with my local transfer station. All right, now let's go see what we got paid for all that aluminum. Okay, I can't believe I don't have a video of just the aluminum in the back of the truck. I don't know what I was thinking. My apologies. Just ignore in your mind the steel conduit and the insulated copper wire. What we ended up with was cast aluminum, 114 pounds. That's the bases and the light fixture bodies. So at 21 cents a pound, that was $23.94. And then old sheet aluminum, which was the actual poles themselves and the light bulb covers, for a total of 276 pounds at also 21 cents a pound, so $57.96. So that was a total of $81.90. Not a bad little payday, but more importantly, all of this aluminum is headed to be reused instead of the trash bin and the landfill. Have a great day, everyone.